Easy guys, welcome to another Patreon tutorial with myself, Harvey Creatures. As mentioned, this stuff will be going out on YouTube, so this video will be going out on YouTube. So for any of those that are watching there, please get on and check out the Patreon. It is www.patreon.com/creaturesdnb for extra content, more detailed tutorials, info, and a couple of other different things that can help you out there. So today I am not using a molecular sub, I am looking at a liquid tune. So I was just going to talk you through kind of the drums a little bit of the processing I've got going on here and why, and mainly focus on some of the fills and edits that the drums have got essentially. So just to start off with, let's show you the track that I'm working on. So this is something, here we go.
So I can just forget it, and I'ma never give it back to you. So you can just forget it. We should just forget how we hit it. But we should just forget how we hit it when it's pouring. I'ma never get it back from you. So I can just forget it, and I'ma never give it back to you. So you can just forget it. We should just forget how we hit it. But we should just forget how we hit it when it's pouring. I'ma never get it back from you. So I can just forget it, and I'ma never give it back to you. So you can just forget it. We should just forget how we hit it.
Cool. So when it stops delaying, it's just a simple liquid tune with some chopped up samples that I've kind of used, a serum line that I've made, and a couple of other things that I've essentially worked on. I was listening to Jamie or Primitive Instincts tunes Deuce, Deuce, and kind of used that as a reference track just to have a look at the levels and stuff. So that's why that's there. But what I wanted to talk to you about was the drums. So let's have a little listen to them on their own. So they're quite processed. They're quite sub-heavy in terms of like the kick's loud and the hats are quite quiet, but sounds good anyway. So what I wanted to talk to you through was essentially just how I've kind of done the fills and edits, and I'll go into the full drum processing in sort of the full tutorial. So I wanted to just have a look at some of the movement we've got going on. So if I open up the auto filter, you'll be able to see what's going on here a little bit more, or both of them. So I'm just using some simple automation on the filters to kind of create a bit of a fill on the way in. And there is also some reverb movement as well. So if I turn on the automation, you should be able to see that. So it's actually turned itself off. So I can even show you myself here. So got the rise of the drums coming in. So that's just a decay. So the mix will be all the way down. And then you'll start to notice the slow rise into the reverb now. So let's have a listen. So it's quite a simple technique, but it creates quite a big rise and really helps build into the next section. And there's a couple of turnaround sounds here, which will also say also solo. So essentially what we've done is just add some extra sounds to kind of accentuate the rises and sort of falls there. One of the other main things is keeping the sub out of everything, and making sure there's no sub kind of here really. So I'm kind of filtering it all out low end wise across some of these other areas as well. So I'm just trying to find the kind of sample that I've chopped and resampled. Is it this one? So we've got so it's kind of a little bit filtered again, just to kind of stop the pads from being super full on. And I've also added loads of reverb in the intro. So if we just look at the pads again here, or keys, my automation seems to have gone again, which is fine. So we can sort it out. Yeah, it's supposed to come all the way down over this section. So we'll notice it's kind of more washed out now, and creating that kind of intro feel. So here we go. So it kind of, you can feel the difference again. So all together, just to kind of show you it, I'll mute the vocals as well. But yeah, you kind of get the feel for what those parts and sections are doing to the track. And like I said, if you want to find out a little bit more about kind of the processing of the actual drums, rather than just necessarily the filtering and the intros and outros sections, I will be doing a full breakdown, which will be exclusive to Patreon only. So go over to www.patreon.com/creaturesdnb. Obviously, check out the rest of the socials like Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff is always just at CreaturesDNB, as well as one-to-one sessions and everything like that. So please feel free to reach out if you've got any questions, if you want to find out anything else. As always, a big thanks to the sponsors, such as Roland and Devious Machines. I will always be doing tutorials specific to some of their software and sort of things that I use moving forward as well. So keep an eye on those. And go over to deviousmachines.co.uk, I think it is, and use the code SPRINGFiltrator to get 10% off of Infiltrator at the moment. So yeah, go and check that out. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. Big ups.